Hello guys. Today, I took a loss of 253 on my past eval on ES. So, my trade, I'm never mad about a loss like this. I was super confident in it. We had a sweep of London lows, two strong draw on liquidity. This is a pretty I love going to a market with two draws and a sweep. I wasn't super confident in this trade, but I was confident in this trade. But it could have played out better. Obviously, every trade could play out better. But I wasn't mad about this loss. I think maybe I could have put my stop loss here, but then I wasn't getting the stuff I wanted. As you can see, get ticked out by literally like a fucking few cents. Price goes right to TP. So I will break down this trade. So coming into the market, I had these two draws in liquidity. So that's sweep liquidity. Yes, this was swept. Displacement after liquidity sweep is aggressive, as you guys can see. This is pretty aggressive. Now, I don't expect it to get aggressive right when it sweeps it, just because then it creates equal lows, which is a draw on liquidity to the downside. So I'd actually rather it run a little bit below than be aggressive. And as you can see on the 15-minute, that's pretty aggressive. The displacement after liquidity sweep is aggressive. Yes, fair value gap in both ES and Q. You guys can see these are two stacked on ES. I entered on ES. Two stacked on NQ. So bam, breaker block. This is our breaker block. This is the fair value gap within the breaker block. I didn't enter in here because there was one that already got filled on the 1 minute, but I was waiting for the 15-minute IFVG. But maybe there wasn't actually a fill. I waited for the IFVG. I was more focused on that. IFVG, I enter. So breaker block paired with IFVG. Not going against 1 or 5 minute. There's none in the 1 or 5 minute. No fair value gaps on 1 or 5 minutes, so that was good. Displacement on both ES and Q. Market shift, yes. Inside macro, I was not inside the macro. I don't know how I feel on the macro trading. I've had that macro rule in there since I started trading this model, so I never really got rid of it. If I did wait for the macro, I still would have been stopped out if I entered right here after. I don't know. I think it just creates more volume. So ideally it's there, but it wasn't. I still had every confluence checked off. So my rule is if this full list would have been filled with one additional confluence, there would have been two down here, missing these two. I'm okay missing two. That is a setup I'm willing to take. An A plus setup is everyone but one. A plus plus, everyone but, or every single one of them with an SMT. So not inside of macro, there was an IFVG right here on the 15-minute. I gotta check how gold's looking. I'm looking for a setup. Oh, I can explain this setup. Maybe I'll go into maybe I'll post this and then I'll go in a live trade. Oh, I can go live actually. Maybe I'll do that. So yeah, and then as you can see, price goes down to my SL and goes right to my TP. Now, we obviously don't like to see that, but my bias was right. My draw on liquidity was right. Entry could have been a little better. I could have waited to enter here with my stop below here. I was kind of in a rush. I was about to go to my lunch break. That's no excuse because if I don't have time, I shouldn't be entering a trade. That's just something I have to learn from this. I have to understand that and learn from this. But if I was entering on here, been more patient, and I kept my stop below here, which I would have done if I was entering there, I would have hit TP. So that's just a lesson. And I would have had a 1 to 2. So definitely should have done that. First down eval, first I see the IVG. It was a good setup, and I would have been able to enter in on a macro here. So that's just showing. That's a sign from God. Follow my rules. I was pretty happy with what I was entering. I don't necessarily think that obviously it would have made a change, but you're not gonna do everything perfect. And if it ran straight to TP there, it would have been a good thing that I didn't do that. So that was my trade today. I lost 262 across two evals. And yeah. So I'm hoping maybe if I can get this set up in Asia to make that back. I'm not chasing lost money. This would be a good setup if I get it. But yeah, that was my trade. And if you're watching this right after I upload it, check. I might be live. But yeah, that was my trade. And let's hope I win my next one. But if not, Shit happens. Sam, say what's up to the YouTube. Say what's up. All right, so Sam's a fat bitch. What? All right, so
No,
Sam.
no, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, good, bro. You made me look like a loser in front of my 5,000 fucking viewers. Okay, I gotta turn you down. You're so loud. All right, I will see you guys, and yeah, don't worry about my YouTube shit here. This isn't me.